The member for Goldstein.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Industry, Science and Technology. Will the minister outline to the House how the Morrison government's budget is securing our recovery by driving industry growth and scientific development, helping to further drive jobs growth for Australian workers to build Australia's future and secure its economic prosperity?
The Minister for Industry, Science and Technology.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for his question. And I know that he represents some wonderful manufacturing industries in his electorate. And indeed, if you look at the manufacturing industries in Australia, they were hit very hard and faced enormous challenges during the height of the COVID lockdowns. But one of the remarkable things, and under the stewardship of this government, those manufacturing industries were incredibly resilient and adaptable. And those manufacturing industries now demonstrate that employment in the manufacturing sector in Australia is almost at pre-COVID levels, and it is on the rise, which is a remarkable result after the challenges that they face. And that also relates to the Australian government's modern manufacturing strategy. That strategy, based on similar programs, is estimated to have the capacity to increase direct manufacturing jobs over the next decade by another 80,000 jobs, which again will build on great work that has seen that manufacturing sector growing and thriving in Australia. And last night's budget, Mr Speaker, implemented the Morrison government's plan for manufacturing even further. It will create further jobs and secure Australia's world-leading recovery from the COVID pandemic by combining science, technology and manufacturing. And in last night's budget, there was $387 million dedicated to the Square Kilometre Array Telescope in Western Australia. That will see Australia host the larger part of what will be the world's largest and most powerful radio telescope, which will be on the cutting edge of scientific discovery. It will also create hundreds of local jobs in my home state of Western Australia. Last night's budget also included $116 million for the Australian Nuclear Science and Technology Organisation. That builds on the $238 million in last year's budget to maintain our vital sovereign nuclear medicine manufacturing capability. And having recently visited that facility, that sovereign nuclear medicine manufacture capability will benefit over our lives 2 in every 3 of Australians who will benefit from the medicines that are manufactured at that great facility. And all of this builds on last year's budget, which allocated $1.5 billion to Australian government's modern manufacturing strategy. And all of this together has shown this remarkable result, that even after all of the challenges that the manufacturing sector has faced through COVID and the height of the COVID lockdowns, the AI Group's Performance Manufacturing Index shows that this is a flourishing sector now in Australia. And they looked at 6 of the main manufacturing sectors and analysed that all of them in April were expanding. In each of those 6 sectors, they are expanding. And then there were further developments in last night's budget. A new patent box for medical and biotech sectors, where income earned from new patents will be taxed at the concessional rate of 17%, all contributing to the sector's great growth.